Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and a warm welcome to Startup Express International. I am your host Vivek Mahbubani and I'm so excited to be here today because we have an incredible lineup of innovative startups from all around the world, ready to share their groundbreaking ideas and experiences with all of you. So let's dive right into this. Organized by the Hong Kong Trade Development Council, Startup Express is a startup development program that aims to assist Hong Kong startups in building connections, exploring markets, seeking business and funding partners, and enhancing their brand awareness globally. This year, running into the third year of Startup Express International, we have received 61 applications from major startup ecosystems from around the world through the nominations of our global partners coming to us from 16 countries. Now, a month back, we selected 10 global winners, and you will be meeting 7 of them today. And here today, we also have 8 of our top 30 startups. They will be sharing the stage with you, watching them, talking to them, and also letting them know, coming from different countries and regions, exchanging their experiences and insights with everyone here today. Now, I know all of you are excited to get this going and to listen to what the startups have to say. But before we do that, I am extremely delighted today to have Mr. Stephen Liang, Assistant Executive Director, HKTDC, to come to the stage and give us his opening remarks. Please make some noise. Mr. Stephen Liang, everybody.
Henry, I think we are the only two putting on tie. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, welcome to our Meet the Global Winners session for Startup Express International. Well, Startup Express International is the worldwide edition of our long-standing Startup Express support program, which assists startups in building capacity, exploring markets, seeking partners, and enhancing brand awareness. Well, we are staging this special celebration as part of the Entrepreneur Day. We normally call this the E-Day, our anchor event for startups to help these emerging businesses spread their wings. And like our promotion title for this year, it's Where Dreams Take Flight. Well, the Hong Kong Trade Development Council has joined hands with 36 global partners representing startup ecosystems from Asia, Australia, Europe, and US to identify and recognizing the next wave of visionaries. Well, it is exciting to see some great examples of entrepreneurship and innovation from different parts of the world represented here today. And I'm also happy to say that 7 winners, as well as 8 finalists from the Startup Express International have traveled all the way from their hometown to join us today. The different sectors that these startups specialize in, ranging from health and food to e-commerce, actually touch the daily lives of billions of people. Well, our theme for E-Day, well, I mentioned earlier already, where startup dreams take flight. Well, Hong Kong as the regional hub and center of excellence for innovation and technology, well, of course, we are the place that we have the depth of expertise, experience, and infrastructure to turn these dreams into reality. Well, we have a thriving startup ecosystem with more than 250 startups. Jayne, please correct me if I'm wrong, or you've got some updated numbers even higher, right? Well, they chose Hong Kong as their home. That's a 34% increase as compared to 2019, that's 5 years back. Well, startups settle here due to our fundamental strength, of course. These include the free flow of information, capital, and people, and of course, our simple tax system and low tax rate. And access to government funding facilitates their setup and operations in our wonderful city, as well as their expansion plans. So Hong Kong, we serve as a gateway to growth opportunities in the very vibrant Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area, and the expansive mainland China market, as well as economies in Asia and beyond. So I hope you will be inspired by the entrepreneurial journeys and the stories you hear today. So in closing, let me also express our gratitude to our ecosystem partners, as well as our judges and speakers from Invest Hong Kong, Cyberport, Hong Kong Science and Technology Park, Hong Kong Shenzhen Innovation Technology Park, and Gobi partners. Well, for supporting this invaluable initiative. So again, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Liang. Please be seated and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Now, let us move on to the main highlight of today's event, the introduction of our speakers and the global startups. It is our honor to have the judges and speakers to provide some advice to our finalists later, so let's introduce them one by one. First of all, please make some noise. Give a round of applause to Jayne Chen, head of Startups Invest HK, right over there. Right over there. Don't wait, just take a seat. We're not just there. Don't worry, I know it's exciting. I know it is exciting to me. Next up, please make some noise for Henry Lee, Head of Ecosystem Development, Cyberport. Say hi to everyone. On top of that, we've got Derek Chim, Head of Startup Ecosystem and Development, HKSTP. Say hello. And we've got Mike Lam, Associate Director of Ecosystem Development, HSITP. Say hi to everyone. And finally, we also have joining us today, Jim Ng, Investment Director of Gobi Partners. Thank you very much for joining us and always helping out. Now, on top of that, I want to ask everyone here, are you ready to meet the startups? If you are, make some noise. Are you ready? Shall we do this? Come on, give me some energy. Can we do this? Yes, they're excited. I know they definitely want to be on stage. Now, let me introduce the 7 of the top 10 global winners who will join us in person today, one by one. Remain on the seat. Say hi to everyone. We'll call upon you to come to the stage in a second. First of all, everyone say hello to, from Singapore, Aqua Violet. Say hi to everyone right over there. Coming to us from Germany, we have Entosus. Hey, thank you for traveling all the way. We got from Ireland, Every Baby. Coming to us all the way from South Korea, GeoVista. Say hi. From Qatar, we got Quaver FinTech. Hello. From mainland China, Wuxi Yingshui Technology Development. And coming to us from Singapore, Zoala. Now, on top of that, we also have our 8 finalists from worldwide joining us today. So also say hi to them one by one. From Australia, Contractable. Yeah. From Taiwan, Huawei Environmental Technology. From mainland China, Nanjing Ranjijing Electronic Technology. Say hello. Thank you. From Sweden, we've got PlaySafe Ecosystem. From Singapore, School on Cloud. Coming to us from Vietnam is Senkar Mobility Vietnam. From Australia as well, Yaka Labor, say hi. And from Thailand, we got Where's WAP? Okay, the excitement's ready. Without further ado, let's begin our group discussion with the winners. Can I call upon all our winners to join us on stage? We got Aqua Violet, Entosus, Every Baby, GeoVista, Quaver FinTech, Wuxi Yingshui Technology Development, and Zoala. Okay, take a seat. We're going to get straight into this. Let's learn a bit more about you, a bit more about the background, a bit more about your business. And the most important thing is, let's really get this going. Now, first things first, I'm going to give everyone a chance to introduce themselves. You have a bit of time for you, so I'm going to go one by one. First of all, can I please have my friend from Aqua Violet to begin? You have the time right now on the floor. Please let us know a bit more about yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Yich from Singapore. Originally, I'm from Hong Kong, so 大家好. Hi. This will mostly be in English. My Cantonese is not that good. That's why I got expelled from Hong Kong. Anyways, so what we do is to look at light-based technology for disinfection. So current technology is mostly based off mercury lamps or UVC. We kind of took our technology out from the university and we licensed it. We look at full spectrum and the ability to have multi-surface area to make sure that we really kill or bacteria, least amount of energy that's required. So we'll get into this. The most important part, based, whether our technology is good or not. So in the parlance of Cantonese, if I remember correctly, yeah? And so far, thankfully, somebody is willing to pay for us, right? We have a pilot with a fish farm. And then presently, we also have a letter of intent from Public Utility Board of Singapore, as well as another industrial wastewater partner. And finally, some interest from the school Singapore. So, hello? Hello?
Real quick, we'll just get make sure the mic's good. Just try it one more time, make sure that's
Okay.
good.
Hello? Great.
All right.
All right, so imagine this. 10% difference when we work with the fish farm. In the Hong Kong population of 10 million, I can feed 1 million people more with fish. That is a pretty big number, even though 10% sounds low. The other thing is with the existing technology, what you get is the burnout at the end. Now imagine, I can hire 10 interns to go and clean out my lamp, or I can use the technology that we have right now and make sure that we have consistency across the board, across the lifetime. This is cost savings and labor savings across the whole total cost of ownership. And of course, every slide needs to make our product look good, right? So in terms of the energy consumption, which is a big thing, even if we're not doing well selling the lamps, I think maybe we'll make some money out of selling carbon credits, right? So this could potentially be our future. The amount of energy that we can save will be lower as well. So these are all real data that we had gathered from the fish farm who paid us. And what we really want to bring home and who we hope to look for in Hong Kong is, of course, hey, if you are looking for a solution in terms of the very painful example when we went through COVID, and you're looking at, can we use a light disinfection technology, your uptime, to reduce the number of man hours and to really bring productivity to your business? Please come talk to us. We hope we can help you. And like any good consultancy, we have to be at the top right corner of a 2x2 matrix. So from here, simply put, the CFOs will love us because there's low cost from a CapEx perspective as well as an OpEx perspective over time. And at the same time, the quality guys will be, hey, it's actually doing better job of killing more. Like any good startup, we have to have a no BS story as to how we're going to make money, how we're going to go to market. So we already have that in Singapore. We do have interest, but Singapore is a small market. That's why I intend to come back to Hong Kong and, hey, please help us. We also want to build here. And of course, for Europe, this is a much bigger market once we can establish both and head over there because there's going to be a ban on mercury lamps. This is a huge market that we really hope to capture after we've gained a lot of the reputation and the logos that we think is necessary to go in, get the CE marks, get everything, all the regulations and all, and head in. So overall, we can't jump and go directly into building big things. We need to raise the money, we need to build the revenue, we need to have enough money to start building from small things all the way to something that's really big. So these are all the technical details as to how much flow there is, right? As we get bigger and bigger, it can support a bigger and bigger water flow. What we hope to achieve. Hopefully similar enough to what we have already done, municipal waterworks. I understand that the sewage works people are here, so if there's interest, we would love to talk to you. Like any startup, we need to beg for money. Please, please. We would love to have a chat. I hope Google Translate did me good. I hope there's no vulgarities here. This should be correct. And that's it. Okay.
All right, there you go. Thank you much. That was Aquaviolet. When you come to Hong Kong, your slogan could be 呢個真係堅嘅. That would be a good slogan for here. Let's move on to our next friends from Germany and to Sus. We're going to give you 3 minutes on the clock. I will soon be the bad guy if we all overrun. So the clock is ready. Let's go. The time is yours.
So imagine you're going to the gym, giving the best what you can, doing your workout, but afterwards, when you're in the anabolic window, you don't find the good food for building up muscle because on one hand, you're lactose intolerant, like nearly 90% of the people, or on the other hand, you don't would like to eat any junk food. So, okay, thank you. So the fitness market in the world is a global fitness market is one of the fastest growing in the world. It reached a market size in 2023 for about 45 billion euro and dollar, sorry. And the Asia Pacific market is one of the fastest growing worldwide with 39% of this market. So as I told you before, lots of people have problems digest whey protein because it's made of dairy product and it leads to stomach problems. So what can be a solution for them for having the good food after doing the workout? And that's honestly crickets or insects at all. Because insects have a really, really good bioavailability of the protein and good food compatibility. So, but why using cricket protein? Because they have a fully amino acid profile, and they contain all 9 essential amino acids, what you need for building up muscle or losing weight. They are rich in micronutrients like vitamin B12, magnesium, calcium, and other minerals. Also, they are much more sustainable than other meat alternatives or normal meat consumption. In comparison with beef, they need 15,000 times less water, 4 times less feed, and they produce only 1% of greenhouse gas emission if you compare it to 1 kilogram of beef. So we are from Germany, Entosus. We have developed our own cricket farm mainly for food production. And we started about 5 years ago, and we developed a semi-automized farm system, because one problem in the insect industry is the over-engineering approach, what makes the capital cost very, very expensive. So we developed a system what helps the farmer building up a farm on a lower cost of investment and have a return of invest in less than 10 years. So, but that's not all. We are also developed our own product line. So that means we developed like fitness products, meat alternative products like bars, the ones my new intern gave it to you, thank you, and like meat alternative like mince meat. So we recently bought another brand what produce high protein pasta. So, and that's our plans till 2025. We are building up about 2 pilot farms, another pilot farms in Germany, and the plan is to have about 10 farms in Europe until 2028. And on the same time, we are exploring different kind of markets. Obviously, one is the Chinese market. That's the reason why we are now here in Hong Kong. And on the other hand, we are exploring the Southeast Asian market. That's the reason why we want to go to Singapore as well. And yeah, I'm a little bit over time, I think. So this is our team. So we're looking, of course, for investments, but also market opportunities like retailer, people from the fitness industry, influencer, and yeah, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. That's Entosus, everyone. Next time you hear crickets at night before you sleep, you know that's protein in the future. All right, moving ahead. Let's go over to Ireland. We have Every Baby. The stage is yours.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm founder and CEO of Every Baby. Every Baby is developing a point-of-care device that can detect premature births, preterm births. So for those who are not sure what is it, preterm, premature, when the born too early. Yes, it's between week 20 to 37 weeks. I'm a Syrian with a team, leading a team of experts in OBGYNs in Europe and Asia. 1 out of 10 babies, so 15 million babies are born too early. From these 15 million babies, which is 1 out of 10, 1 million of these babies would lose their life due to challenge with preterm births. So 1 out of 100 babies would lose their life due to preterm births. And China has a bigger challenge. The high preterm birth rate is 80% higher than global average. Infant mortality rate that I have mentioned to you is 170% more higher than EU average. We see that the challenge, not just in China, but globally, the global challenge is inaccurate devices that currently used in medical devices. The device that you're seeing in the right side, transvaginal ultrasound and peptide fibrinogen testings, are most commonly used in all the hospitals in Europe and rest of the world. In fact, UK National Screening Committee has recommended not to use these devices to predict preterm birth, but we are still using this device because there's no alternative. So as a serial entrepreneur, we have invented the most accurate and the most accessible preterm birth diagnostic device on the planet. We have conducted a clinical study in UK doing on 450 cases in UK, we have shown that our device was 21% more accurate than any other device in the world. And we have improved our data with the AI support another 10%, reaching 90% of accuracies. Now, the device is such a simple device to use it. It will just show you green, okay. Yellow, you might be in trouble. Red, oh yes, you are in serious trouble. With that, with this simplicity, we don't need sonographers to detect preterm births. So any physicians, including any nurses, it is possible to use our device. The market is around $8 billion. This is considering that one person is used by, one time is used by all mothers. So we have just gained a regulatory clearance from Abu Dhabi. Now we are expanding our market into China and Europe. The reason that I'm here, because in 2024, we have won over 15 million yuan from China as a grant money. And we are here to enter from Hong Kong to China. And I was pointed out earlier today that Hong Kong is the gateway into China, and that's why we are here to start a business in Hong Kong. I've been many times into China, met many, including Hong Kong. We have met many hospitals there, and there is a great interest because of the low birth rate, and also because the high rate in preterm birth rate in China. So this is my last slide. Babies or our future. Let's save our babies together. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Very important. Get the babies together. Very important for all of us. Now we're going to move over to South Korea. My friend GeoVista is going to tell you a bit about their business. We have 3 minutes on the clock. GeoVista, the time is yours.
Can I stand up?
Please, you can stand, you can dance as well.
Okay, I'm An from South Korea. It's my great honor to be here with you in great city of Hong Kong. It's my first time here, but I'm very interested in the startup ecosystem of Hong Kong. And if I had a chance to participate in Hong Kong's business, I really want to do that. As a veterinarian, I worked for a human pharmaceutical company for 20 years. Over that time, I learned lots of techniques, cutting-edge technique and innovative drugs, such as antibiotic drug conjugate in human cancer, and some peptide drug for obesity, and some peptide drugs, something like that. So many drugs are developing for just the human. But sometimes I had a thought on, how can I apply as a veterinarian this cutting up innovative technology to our loving pet? So I developed peptide development program. It can only apply human drug to pet, or transforming the drug to pet-acting drug. So we have 4 pipelines. Okay, so first one is monoclonal antibody drug for canine atopic dermatitis. It's a chronic disease, and it is necessary for treat dog for whole life. So it's very devastating disease. So we are developing the drug for this disease. And second one is osteoarthritis. You can look at the knee joint. Joint was broken, and dog and cat cannot work anymore. So we are developing cutting-edge bispecific monoclonal antibody drug for this disease. And third one is, spaying and neutering surgery for male and female animals. Instead of that surgery, we are developing subcutaneous implant so they can live without surgery. So it is under on clinical trial. And last one is the drug for separation anxiety. Actually, it is used in human, but we are transforming this drug to our loving pet. So if you leave your home, the cat or dog must be alone, stay alone. So they need some feeling of anxiety and some feeling of stress. So we are developing something like that. And finally, we are earning money, just like doing CRO business for pharmaceutical company and other bioventure company in South Korea. So we are investigating this money to our R&D system. So this is our plan to go to IPO in South Korea 2026 or 2027. So if I get a chance to be invested by Hong Kong venture capital or companies, it would be great for us. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Sharing it with us, GeoVista, all about the pets. Hong Kong, we love our pets. And let's move on to Qatar. We're going to give a chance, 3 minutes on the clock for Caver FinTech, my apologies, giving a chance for you to tell us about what you do.
Yes, thank you. Testing. Okay, so I am Dr. Alan. I'm originally from Mexico City, actually. I moved to Qatar 4 years ago. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I worked 10 years as professor of entrepreneurship, actually, universities. So when I moved to Qatar, I was having a discussion with my partners. One of them is actually a Qatari guy, Faisal, about exploring doing business with the local telecommunication operator, because as you know, it happens in all the countries, the markets are dominated, the market penetrations through one big player, which normally has more than 50% of the market share with a single operator. So we were thinking, selling something. We came up with the idea of embedded finance solutions for telecommunication operators, which soon evolved into embedded financial services for retailers and telcos. Our team, of course, it's a very experienced team, including our board of investors. They do buy now, pay later in different countries like Pakistan, UAE, and Qatar. But what we were facing, specifically in Qatar, is that there is a very low market credit card penetration. Only 35% of the population has a credit card. On top of that, there's different situations that, including that there is a high density of foreigners living not only in Qatar, also in the GCC region. It's like near 80 to 90% of the population are expatriates, foreign workers that do not have access to credit or any financial service. So targeting to solve this problem, we created an embedded finance solution that serves two ways. On one hand, we serve the retailers, and on the other side, we also partner with financial institutions. So we are the backbone of that connects both worlds, the retailers and the financial institution, by doing the different process that we do. That includes doing we develop an AI credit scoring algorithm, know your customer process, and the credit underwriting to basically give the people microloans. It's microloans without credit cards that is known as buy now, pay later, basically, which we fully embed the solution into the retailers of the country or different countries. It's embedded because we take the data from loyalty programs that is already captured by these retailers or telecommunication operators to calculate our own credit scoring and then match that with your information in the credit bureau of the country. So with that, we are allowed to know how much money we can lend to each one of you and then give you basically cash to use it in the retailers' shops. So it's micro-lending in short-term periods for 4, 6 to 12 months. We always put the financial institution on the back because we need to localize the product, and that's kind of what we're trying to do here. One of the implementations that we are doing is that there's a big delivery company in Qatar called Nunu, which is similar to Grab in Southeast Asia, which basically we take the data and we embed in the customer journey of the Nunu users. So inside this Nunu application, you will get this credit facility to use inside this Nunu. So the same happened with other partners that we're implementing now. One is Abu Isa, it's a supermarket store, and Almira, it's a supermarkets chain, Qatari chain. We are talking with the airline, Qatar Airways, and the telco operators, hopefully. So this way of embedding our financial services gives us access to 600,000 users just in the first phase to go to market, which This is already a multi-million-dollar business.
Real quick, just wrap. We're running out of time, but I'll give you a chance to just wrap this last slide up as well.
Yes, so what we are doing and we are looking for is to find local partners in Hong Kong to expand through, of course, later to the mainland China. We need to find retailers and financial institutions to localize our products. And besides buy now, pay later, we can add to this pool of customers in the loyalty programs, insurance services, remittances, wallets, crypto exchange, and the pool of banking services are added on top because we have the customers already there. So
Wonderful. That's good. Well, I'd like the buy now, pay later concept. My dream is buy now, pay much later. That's my dream that I would like to see one day. Now, let's move on to mainland China, my friend, coming to us from Wuxi Yingzhui Technology Development. Please, the clock is on, but the time is yours.
Okay. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. Hello, my name is Zhu Zeyun, the founder of Yingzhui Technology. I'm honored to be here to take a brief about our latest project, from an ancient gift to a modern miracle. Now let me take you to a mountainous region in China, where the land has nurtured an ancient tree for millions of years, known as Eucomian. This unique tree species stayed on its family and genius, carrying the stories of Earth's distant past. For centuries, this tree was cherished in traditional Chinese medicine for its healing properties. Yet few know that hidden behind it, a material that could redefine the way we approach technology and human health. A question sparked our journey. How can we create a material that not only bridges the gap between nature and technology, but also transforms life? This leads us to Eucomic gum, a bio-based temperature-sensitive material derived from the residues of Eucomic trees. This isn't just a material, it's a storyteller. At room temperature, it behaves like a plastic, rigid and stable. But when we expose to heat above 60 Celsius, it transforms into rubber, flexible, adaptive, and alive. It's a metaphor for resilience, rigid when needed, soft when necessary. The philosophy behind it, life is about transformation. Just like Eucomic gum, we expect to hit the challenges, the pressures, and emerge more flexible, more capable. Here is where it gets exciting. Eucomic gum doesn't just adapt, it enables. It has the power to shorten the customization of medical aids from several days to just 30 minutes. Imagine someone recovering from a serious injury. A perfect tailored support aid can be made almost instantly, and it can be reshaped and reused as your needs evolve. This isn't just convenience, it's empowerment. We believe the material shapes the future, from medical aids to wearable technology and beyond. But our mission is not to introduce a material, but to introduce a mindset that bio-based solution can lead the way in building a sustainable, compassionate future. As we were looking forward to the global stage, we are committed to expanding into Hong Kong and overseas market. But we cannot do this alone. We need visionaries like you to join us, whether as distributors, technical partners, or simply as believers in a better tomorrow. Together, let's take this ancient gift of nature and turn it into a modern miracle. Thank you.
Wonderful. I definitely still look forward to seeing your product all over the world soon enough. Let's move on to our finalists over here. The last one that we have from Singapore, it's Zoala. The clock is yours, time is yours, the stage is yours.
So hi, my name is Jeff. I'm the founder and CEO of Zoala. We're a mental health tech startup, and we're on a mission to make mental health support accessible. Accessible meaning anytime, anywhere, anyone can actually just get the help they need. Just look at this line. I've faked multiple illnesses over the years to cover up my mental health challenges. Not many of us actually hear this. By the time we actually hear it, it's probably something that we don't even want to know about. Suicide, for example. And this is exactly what happened to my goddaughter that sparked the interest and my passion in starting this startup. So her name is not Stella, but She went through a series of depression and anxiety, attempted suicide twice, but she survived. And that actually led us to actually realize that what are the pain points and what are the students going through in the formative years? Stigma being one of them, accessible support and self-care resources in the way and at the time that they actually need. So when we look at the time that they actually spend most, apart from the house, it's actually schools. Looking at schools, the lack of resources to also deliver mental health literacy, it also dampens and prevents students from performing. So what do we do? Apparently this is not only a problem that in the country that we are actually currently serving, which is Singapore. It's actually a worldwide problem. Specifically, if we look at the focus countries that we are currently looking at in blue, Australia, Bhutan, Hong Kong, etc., we can help create impact for over 4,700 schools. And with the right solution, we can help more students learn more about themselves and actually thrive as well. So we built solutions for students, mobile apps, web applications to help them, teach them about mental health, collect data for schools to actually learn more about them and support them through the years. So we developed a mobile app for the school, starting from K-12 all the way up to universities. And because the school leaders are telling us that it's not only the students who need the solution, the workplace too. My teaching and non-teaching staff, we built one for the workplace for their teaching staff, and it's called Even AI. And it's not just for education, it's actually for every one of us, even here in the room. We also run our counseling center to also not only provide tech, to also provide the human touch support and services. And I said, we need to make it more accessible, so we modularized our entire package depending on what they actually just need. So in total, on average, we are charging students, per student, $45 per year. Although we have been a company for the last 2.5 years, the last 1 year we have reached and impacted 13,000 student users across 5 countries. This is our founding team. The project was actually started from NUS Business School, where I built that startup with my co-founders, Rahul and Shamali. We are also guided by medical healthcare and psychologists, psychiatrists, and educational experts as well. These are our partners. I hope everyone over here will resonate with me. It's not just a problem in wherever you are. It's something that is close to heart, close to us as well. Please join us to create a mental wellness first future. Thank you.
Definitely, very important over there. We got to smile internally and externally as well. Now, I have just a couple of minutes left. I just want to ask one question to each of you all. The question is, who is your idol? And give me one reason why they are your idol. We're going to start from this side and swing all the way down, and we're done with this session. So let us everybody know, the person behind the business we always want to know, and who do you admire? Who inspires you? Who is your idol, and one sentence why? Could you go for it first, please?
Okay. At Elon Musk, it's also because he actually dared to do something that when everyone else actually challenged him. And I think the most important thing is when you're given an opportunity, take it. If you're not given an opportunity, just push it and make it done anyway.
Very important right there. Hong Kong's all about opportunities, just go for it, right? That's what it is. My friend over here, could you please tell us who's your idol and why?
I can't image someone. I think is a kind of people that is my idol. That have great ambitions to help the humans, to help the human's life, to protect our lives, to protect the earth more better.
Very important. I think anyone who decides it's more than just yourself, it's about everyone as well. Can I do something as well? That's someone you admire. Very good. What about yourself? Who is your idol and why?
Yes, I think actually my parents, because I come from a low income country, and my parents actually broke the line of poverty. I came up to the middle class, and it's something it's very embedded into my mindset that I admire a lot from my parents, and that's always been my North Star to keep growing and growing and growing.
I'm sure they're very proud as well. What about yourself, sir? Who is your idol and why?
For me, my idol is just myself. My business is depending on myself. If I love our past, our ecosystem, our past is just like our family. If I work hard to develop some treatment for them, depending on me, so it can be successful or not successful. So my idol is just me.
Wonderful. Every day you get to meet your own idol. That's also good. Very, very, I love it. What about yourself? Who's your idol and real quick why?
For me, all the mothers in the world. Yes, because I don't have to explain why, all the mother in the world, but yes, it is for me.
Very true. We wouldn't be here without them. So that's a very important one as well. What about yourself, sir?
So for me, it was the early Elon Musk. So today he's gone crazy, but I think he invested so much money and he made money. And instead of making a quiet life and spending all this money, he was investing again all, and he was nearly broke so many times. And he was showing if you work hard, then you can reach everything.
Very important. Reinvest in yourself is the key. Lastly, Yitch, who's your idol?
My partner in crime, Tony, say hi. I think it's always very important. It's not about the guy on stage giving sexy talks. There's also somebody who's working really hard behind the scenes. And Tony, thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Could we give a round of applause to all the winners here? Thank you so much. Please, you may be seated. Thanks for sharing your ideas, your inspiration, and also the wonderful work you're working on, because we are going to get ready for our next segment. It's always inspiring to hear stories, and the key is starting up in Hong Kong is a fantastic choice. I've been here my whole life, and I'm always excited every day to see all the new ideas and opportunities waiting for us on a daily basis for us to enjoy. Now, taking this chance today, we're going to take advantage of this moment to present awards to our top 10 winners. And to help me do that today, I'm extremely honored to be able to invite Mr. Stephen Liang, the Assistant Executive Director of HKTDC, to come on up here and help me present to the winners joining us today. So Stephen, please join me on stage. And let's come over here real quick. I'll help me present a few of our winners. Come onto the stage, and I'll call them out one by one. When I call upon you, please join us on stage, take a photo. This is your moment to shine, and we'll go one by one. First of all, can I please have from Singapore, Aqua Violet? Please, coming up here. Be proud. This is your moment to shine. Let's look forward to it. Let's take a picture. One big happy smile. Thank you so much. This is very important. A moment you should be proud of. We got a picture there? Wonderful. Thank you very much. Please take it easy. Stephen, please remain on stage with me. Next up from Germany, Entosus. Can I please have you join us on this stage? You did it. Good job. Changing the world. Insects are going to be the new trend. All right, wonderful. Please go and celebrate. Next up from Ireland, it's Every Baby. Yeah. Thank you very much, and thank you very much, Stephen. Please be seated. We're going to continue on now. I would like to now take this opportunity to invite the Honorable Mr. Duncan Chiu, Legislative Council member of the Technology and Innovation constituency, onto the stage to present the awards to our winners. Duncan, come on up here. Thank you very much for joining us today. Let's get this going. Our winners deserve to shine. Can I have my friend from South Korea, GeoVista? The man who truly admires everything that is himself as well. Thank you so much. Well done. Duncan, please remain on stage with me. From Qatar, Kaver Fintech, please join us on the stage. This is your moment, one of our winners. We definitely admire your idea. All right, wonderful. Thank you very much. We got the picture. That's good. Can I have my friends from mainland China, who is from Wuxi Yingzhui Technology Development? Please, come on up here. This is your moment. Make some noise. Be proud. All right, there we go. We got the picture. Thanks so much. You got the moment. Thank you very much. And of course, last but not least, my friend from Singapore, it's Zoella. Come on up. Let's get your award. Let's get that picture, and let's remember this special moment. All right, now the two of you, please remain on stage. Don't go anywhere yet. We're going to call upon all the other winners join us back on stage. Can we make some noise for Aqua Violet, Entosus, Every Baby, GeoVista, Kaver Fintech, and Wuxi Yingzhui Technology Development? Come join us on stage for a photo. I would also like to call upon Mr. Stephen Liang to come join us as well. This is a special moment. Let's have all of you on stage for this picture first. At this moment, let's look forward over here. Everybody, take a step to your right, please. Everyone take one step to your right. Let's bounce it off. There we go. It's all about symmetry. It's about yin yang, and perfect balance is the perfect photo. Let's see if this looks good. I believe we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can 1, 2. Let's have one more join us on the other side, please. Real quick. Could you join us, my friend from mainland China, please? Come join us over here. Could you go on to that side, please? Yes, please join us over there. Wonderful. Now that's a beautiful picture. Let's get this. Looking forward, everyone. You are the rock stars. Make sure you're looking right in the center. We have our main camera at the back. Let's look over there. Have this special moment, looking over there. Everybody else, get your phones out, get your cameras out, and if you want, you can look around the room, make sure everybody's picture has your smiles in it. Let's do that. I'm going to give you 5 more seconds, everyone, looking over there. Well, there's a camera on the audience, there's a camera on the stage. We got one more picture on that side, down there. Okay, having said that, though, I want everyone to give me like a little yay. These are our winners. Everyone, yay, looking at the camera in front, yeah. This is good, this is good. But don't let that stop. Remain on stage because now I'd like to invite some more people to join us for the picture. Can I please have to the stage the judges and guests? First of all, can I have Jayne Chan, Head of Startups Invest HK, join us. Henry Lee, Head of Ecosystem Development Cyberport. Derek Chim, Head of Startup Ecosystem and Development, HKSTP. Mike Lam, Associate Director of Ecosystem Development, HSITP. And Jimmy Ng, Investment Director of Gobi Partners, join us on stage. The winners could have a step forward. Our guests will be right behind you. The winners, yeah, there we go. Yeah, get comfortable. On top of that, can I also have our finalists join us from Australia, Contractable. Don't be shy. Come join us over here. Make some noise. Come on, give them a round of applause, everybody. Keep this going. From Taiwan, Huawei Environmental Technology. From mainland China, Nanjing, Yuanjizing Electronic Technology. From Sweden, PlaySafe Ecosystem. From Singapore, School on Cloud. From Vietnam, Sengkar Mobility Vietnam. From Australia, Yaka Labor. And from Thailand, it's Where's WAP. Okay. Having said that, don't hide behind, don't be shy. I want to make sure you're all here. Come on in the front. There we go. Our finalists as well, don't be shy. Make sure they can see you. If you cannot see the camera cannot see you. Can we see everyone, my friends, behind over there? Can you see, look forward? Okay, now I want some big smiles, all right? This is that big happy smile. You've come together. This is, of course, Startup Express International, the 3rd year here in Hong Kong. Looking forward over there. All right, everyone in the audience, can you just put your phones down real quick? We'll get the official photo, then after that, everyone, you'll get your chance to get that perfect photo. Okay, keep looking forward over there. That's the official camera right in front, looking over there. Now, give me a thumbs up as well. Can I ask everyone to give me a thumbs up? Because this is, of course, a good moment, a special moment. Be proud of this as well. Having that thumbs up, keep it in the air. Now I have my video camera with me. I want everyone on the stage. This is the time when you give me the energy. I don't just want yeah. I want yeah, like that, all right? The camera's ready. Let's go. Yeah! Ho, ho! That is right. It's a very special moment. Everyone in the audience, this is your chance for the final photos. Everyone keep that thumbs up looking down there. We have a few more cameras over there. We're giving 5 more seconds for photos. Having this chance. Rock stars on the stage. 4 more seconds to go. Hold up your ticket. Be proud of this. 3 more seconds and we're going to run out of time. 2 more seconds. And finally, the last chance for you to take photos, everyone. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Make some noise. Winners, finalists, guests, thank you so much, everyone. Please be seated, except for the few I would like to remain on stage. Everyone else, please take a seat. Can I have Jayne Chan, Henry Lee, Derek Chim, Mike Chow, and Jimmy Ng please remain on stage with me for this moment. Now, for those of you who are with us today, while we're just settling up the stage, I want to still ask Jayne, Henry, Derek, and Mike, and Jimmy, please remain on stage. We're going to set up the stage for you. Yeah, set up the stage. It's all good. Okay, now let me tell you something. A few fun facts about Hong Kong. Why I always say Hong Kong is one of the best places to not just invest, but to live and enjoy and thrive. Because I'll tell you, Hong Kong has more Rolls Royces per person than any other city in the world. That is right. We don't just live, we live in style. Which means every time you take a selfie with a Rolls Royce, it might be yours one day. All right? Having said that, let's get those seats ready. And everyone, get comfortable, take a seat. And we're going to talk a little bit more about why Hong Kong is the best place you should go to if you want to develop and invest. So, any order as you like, be comfortable, it's okay. Yes, please. Have a seat right over here. Jayne, I'll have you over here. Henry, join me over here. That's right. Okay. Ooh, hold on. Ooh, the mic over there. Derek as well. Yes, get comfortable. Wonderful. Yep, it's all good. Now, we have a little bit of time. I want to know a few things, okay? We're going to go one by one, asking you a little bit about Hong Kong's ecosystem as a startup place and where to invest. And having said that, though, first of all, I'm going to go to Jayne. I always like to start with, I want to understand the landscape of Hong Kong, okay? Please, just tell me a bit more, like, what are the unique characteristics of Hong Kong startups ecosystem compared to, let's say, other major cities around the world, and especially in Asia? How do characteristics influence a startup success? Can you tell us a bit more?
Okay, so the Hong Kong startup ecosystem is incredibly diverse, actually, and it's very vibrant here in Hong Kong. We've got about 4,200 startups, as Stephen mentioned, in Hong Kong, and the top industries, the industry sectors that these startups are working in is predominantly in fintech, but we also see a lot of companies working in the e-commerce, logistics tech side, as well as the general ICT software side as well, and that includes the SaaS software as well as prop tech and those other types of industries. We're seeing a lot of growth in areas like green tech as well as AI, of course, as well as at food tech in the past years. But I think what differentiates Hong Kong in terms of the startup ecosystem is how international it is. So 27% of our founders come from outside of Hong Kong. And if you add in the 7% of returnees, 1 in 3 founders in Hong Kong come with a lot of international experience and mindset. So I think that's quite special about it. I think the other things that really differentiates Hong Kong versus maybe other cities within Asia is the fact that, Hong Kong, by virtue of our geographic location, we can get to other cities within Asia, the majority of the cities within Asia within a 4 hours flight, and within 5 hours we're reaching half the world's population. Hong Kong fundamentally is also a very strong business hub. So we've got low taxes, we've got a very simple, regulatory and business environment where people can just, basically work and get access to different things on a very even playing field. We've got the one country, two systems. So while we get the benefit of having the mainland Chinese market on our doorstep, we are running, for example, the common law system, which a lot of people internationally are used to, as opposed to a civil law. And also, I think, the government support, we can't ignore the fact that, the government has provided a huge impetus in terms of policies as well as financial support to startups as well as other SMEs. So I'm hoping that we'll get a chance to drill into some of those later on. But I think these kind of things, plus the fact that Hong Kong has very strong talent, the diverse talent, and also various talent attraction programs to bring in relevant talent from around the world in a very easily accessible kind of way. And we have 5 of the world's top 100 QS ranked universities here. There is no other city with 5 of its universities in the top 100 QS ranking. So the quality of talent, plus the government support, our strategic location, I think makes for a very special startup ecosystem.
I think definitely. I mean, as you said, Hong Kong is a perfect place for your business and your family as well. Bring your family along. University is very important. 5 hours away from major cities around Asia, which means vacations are easy and business at the same time. Time is money, right? Save time, save a lot of money. Now, moving ahead, I want to ask Derek, Henry, Mike as well, a bit more about the support structures we have in Hong Kong, okay? So what are the specific resources or programs that you can offer to startups, specifically yourselves as well? And can you share a success story? Because one thing is talking, but sharing actual success stories really inspires people. We're going to start off, let's say, with, I'll go with Henry first, please.
Oh, thank you. I'm Henry from Cyberport. It's a pleasure in meeting all the international startup here today. You are our target customers, okay? Cyberport, we are a digital technology hub in Hong Kong. We are also a state-level incubator. And we have been here since 2003, and we are 100% owned by Hong Kong government. And today, we have more than 2,100 startup and technology company in our community. All of them are leveraging the technology you guys are using, AI, blockchain, Web3 solutions, cybersecurity, in providing different kind of digital application in helping the industry development in 3 main areas. They are fintech, smart city, and digital entertainment. And in the last 2 years, with government support, we have 2 new clusters developed. The first one is Web3, because government provide another funding in helping Cyberport to promote Web3 and then attract more talent come to Hong Kong. And in the last 2 years, we have been increasing our numbers of Web3 communities from 0 to 260 plus. Another one is AI cluster. In last year, 2023, policy address, Hong Kong government appointed Cyberport to build and manage one of the biggest AI supercomputer center for Hong Kong. And then aside the 3 billion Hong Kong dollar in supporting Hong Kong enterprise, government department, university to leverage the computing power to develop AI. And in the last 2 years, we already have 300 plus AI company getting in. And we welcome the startup in coming joining us. Every year we have 4 windows the startup can get into our incubation program. And every year, in average, we get 800 applications, but we can only accept 130, the very best come in. And every company get in, we provide 1.1 million Hong Kong dollar support in helping you to run the business, and also 2 years free office rental at Cyberport. And more important, we connect you with the international partners and local partners for business opportunity, investment opportunity, and provide technology and professional consultant service. And when talking about successful story, I think our community members are winners. In the latest the ICT award, our community members win the record high. We got 36 award in the latest ICT award this year. Is proven. But I want to share a really successful program. This called a POC program, a proof of concept. Back to 2021, we worked together with government, FSTB, Financial Service and Assurance Bureau. We launched a POC project for fintech. The government provided money, 150,000 Hong Kong dollar, not a big money, but the program helped our startup to connect with the industry player, the big players, bank, insurance company. In 2 years, we launched 150 POC project, and we are happy to see that. More than 70% of them really deployed after the program. They are now working with the bank and insurance company. Some of them also leveraging the exposure of this program and helping their solution expand their business beyond Hong Kong. For those startup here today, we welcome you to Hong Kong and Cyberport. If you are using AI and Web3, we are the best location for you guys. Thank you.
Wow, that's very good. Cyberport, definitely important. Very good to have that. And I'm going to go to Derek. Derek, could you tell me a bit more about different things like HKSTP can help as well for startups?
Okay, so I'm in charge of the ecosystems in Science Park. So what we do is actually like what Cyberport is doing. I would like to talk more about the community that we are basically the programs that we cover from any startup at the bootstrapping stage to seed stage A and B. We have funding programs to support the startup growth. We also have the investment program where we actually make direct investment and co-investment on the startup. So the key focus of Science Park is actually we are a platform company. So basically we support and empower startups to grow through the journey from the bootstrapping stage to unicorn. The way we do it is actually we have 4-step program focus. So at the beginning, when you join our programs, the first step is actually we have account managers to follow through with the start on 6 months. Every 6 months, we define the milestones. We try to understand your opportunities, and we basically want to be your trusted partner. We want to validate and grow together with the startup. Then with these follow-ups, we start to identify any high potential startups where we see the founders need to be upskilled because the startup founders, when they were small and when they grow up, actually the founders themselves need to actually be upskilled in the pitching skills, fundraising skill, go-to-market strategy, etc. So we have the upskill program to actually help the founders to upskill themselves. And right after that, we give them the exposure opportunities. So when they have these products, when they have the customers, then what's next is they need to tell the world that their products are working. They also need to expand overseas. Hong Kong is great, but the market is still small, right? So if they need to go overseas, they need to actually expose themselves, move to other countries, expand there, also do some product market fit locally. So we have a special initiative to actually help to push the founders to scale the business, scale their products. And finally, it's very important because Hong Kong, we have such a great communities. We have a lot of experienced mentors, alumni, investors. So how to actually create a really vibrant community so that the founders can link to the community is something very important. So my team will actually help them to link them together to the community. So these 4 stages are the key things that I do. In terms of success stories, so in Science Park we have so far we have 13 unicorns. They are located in Science Park, and from the startup programs, from the bootstrapping stage to Series B and Series C, we have a lot of startups when they started to form the companies in 3 to 4 years time. Many of them they actually become like Series B and Series C. A lot of them they actually they are quite successful, and they actually even move overseas to Middle East. I mean, move is expanding to overseas, but their whole headquarters is still in Hong Kong. So there are a couple of examples. If you're interested, I would be happy to share more. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. HKSTP Science Park, definitely another place to consider. A lot of magic happens there. You said a lot of unicorns as well, so therefore that's another good thing as well. Now I'm going to jump over to HSITP. I want to talk to Mike a little bit. Can you tell us a bit more about your ecosystem? Like, what can you help leverage to startups, and any success story you could share with us as well, please?
Okay, thank you. So actually, first of all, not many people have a good idea about what HSITP, Hong Kong Shenzhen Innovation and Technology Park is. It's not a surprise to me because it's new one to the world. So the most common questions I usually came across would be, is your park in Shenzhen? I say, no. We start with Hong Kong, Shenzhen. So we are in Hong Kong, and we are ultimately owned by Hong Kong government as well. So we are a family. Cyberport, HKSTP, we are the Hong Kong tech ecosystem family owned by the government. So why is Hong Kong Shenzhen? Because on the other side of the river, we are located in the border, in the border near the Shenzhen River on the Hong Kong side. On the other side will be Futian, which is Shenzhen. So the two river banks act together to form a cooperation zone. So within this cooperation zone, we are supported by innovative cross-boundary policy, which allowed 4 things to flow between these two parks. Money, we call it capital, people, samples or material, and the last one is data, which is they are now restricted from China in terms of movement outside of the boundary. So that's why we call Hong Kong Shenzhen Innovation and Technology Park. So we are still under construction. If you go to a hotel today near North Chau, it's still a construction site. But soon we will have the first building available, which is for talent accommodation. And in the next 6 months, we will have 2 new buildings available, which would have wet labs and office space. And we are now recruiting companies to move into our new buildings. So the construction is at full speed, and while the development plan is, we will at the end have dedicated zones for advanced manufacturing, biotech, AI, academy and research, and also we have, this park is not only for work. We provide accommodation and also community facility here. That means you can work and you can live there in the future. So another uniqueness of our park is we only focus on deep tech, 6 pillar industries, namely life science, AI and data science, robotics, new material, new energy, and microelectronics. And our mission actually is part of it is to fulfill the national policy of 引进来走出去. We want to help mainland companies to go overseas and also helping foreign companies to enter the China market by, first of all, by our 4 cross-border policy, cross-boundary policy. And secondly, we want to, as the chief executive laid down the outline for the development direction of the park, we will become a zone for pilot testing and also production. So we will have a leading enterprise from those 6 sectors land in our park. And when we have startup, through our program, which we will be launched next year. And then we will try to line up the startups with our partners and also with the leading enterprise to co-create and also help them to commercialize their product. So for example, for our partners, we have signed 59 partners in April this year. So they are not only from China, they are from Europe, they're from Australia, they're from US, UK, Singapore as well. So there are research institutions, incubators, banks, and also investors. So this will form, while the park is still under construction, we are working very hard to create a tech ecosystem to support our future startups. So let's talk about the programs. Everyone would like to hear more. So our program is, we will launch an incubation program next year. But what's the difference between our program is, we will engage international incubators who has the relevant experience in that related industry. For example, biotech. We will hire specialized biotech incubators, probably from the leading pharma or medical device company, to help our biotech startups to build their products, and also for AI as well. So the rationale behind is we would like to leverage our partners, our incubators, industry knowledge and resources to better support our startup to grow. And so far because we are brand new, so at this moment, I don't have any success story to share with you, but I'm confident that in the future, you will hear more successful story from HKSTP startup very soon.
Fantastic. This HSITP it's a startup for startups in a way. Accommodation, offices, you can literally work from home then, right? Yeah. That's going to be the day.
Exactly.
Right over there. Well, now, we're going to jump into the next one. It's about funding challenges. At the end of the day, you saw the winners just now ask as well. It's about funding at the end of the day. And I'm going to go to Jimmy from Gobi Partners. What do you look for in startups before considering investing? Is there anything particular, let's say, common pitfalls that entrepreneurs should avoid when seeking funding? Could you share a bit about that?
Thanks, Vivek. I figure I should spend some time to introduce Gobi. We are a venture capital fund based in Asia, trying to be the most interconnected platform here. We have over 20 funds investing across different locations in Asia. So I'm the only one that is not part of the government family here, so I can speak more freely. I understand that the current market isn't very good. Like startups going around, you probably are not, 90% of you are not going to raise any money. This is the harsh truth, right? No one's going to tell you for these 4 people. And I guess the overall funding challenge has been quite well known as well. I think the overall sentiment isn't quite there yet. But I believe in the ecosystem in Hong Kong, what we see is a huge opportunity. We haven't commercialized many IPs from universities. These are something that these guys and us, we are working on. We haven't generated much IP income from our local innovations. This is a huge opportunity for founders from overseas or from local to be captured. I think these are often overlooked. We have the top universities in the region, but we haven't really captured those. And the founders we met in Hong Kong, most of them are facing the challenges because they don't really carve out their product that well. They don't understand the market. I think these are the common pitfalls that you want to avoid when you're doing the pitching. You want to have a good understanding about, let's say, why you're coming into Hong Kong, why you're going into China, what is your edge, right? I think these are often very overlooked in the founders pitch. And I do think the founders need more time to spend on and to really carve out what is the unique edge of your product and your offering. So good luck to all the founders. I think this is funding winter for all of us. Even for VCs, we are also having a lot of pressure. So that's my closing remark, yeah.
No, but it's important. The harsh truth is necessary because that's the only way to succeed, that you know what their requirements are, and let's go towards that. That's very good information as well. I'm going to jump back to Jayne real quick. I want to know a bit more about government initiatives so everybody knows as well. What are the recent initiatives that have been implemented to better foster innovation and support startups in Hong Kong? Could you share a bit about that?
Sure, but maybe I'll jump specifically into the funding program since Jimmy was saying it's a really tough environment out there trying to raise funds. We do understand it is really tough, but the Hong Kong government has been putting more financial resources into funding programs than ever before. So there's a department that's responsible for innovation and technology, the ITIB, and they've basically got the Innovation and Technology Fund, which includes a whole number of subsections of funding programs, all the way from research, if you're looking to do research in, within one of the fantastic partner institutions here, and there's like matching grants that the government provides for you to do that. There's funds for you to hire PhDs, if you're sort of looking to do research in Hong Kong and you want to hire PhDs as well as master and regular graduates, the government also provides a funding support of up to $45,000 per month for 2 years for 2 staff per company. So there's all these kind of programs now, even for finding clients, there's like technology voucher schemes where the government will actually give money to your clients to try and de-risk basically adopting some of this new technology as well. If you don't know what's available and what you can apply for, and I will say some of the funding programs are spread across quite a few bureaus, come to Invest Hong Kong. We are a government department with 30 odd offices around the world, and we're basically here to signpost you through some of that. Now that's on the funding side. Some of the other initiatives that was basically launched in this year's policy address was also a fund of funds. We recognize it's incredibly hard at this moment in time, whether we're talking, the geopolitics, whether we're talking about the conflicts in the Middle East and, the high interest rates, which obviously it's come down, but we're still waiting to see the repercussions of that also starting to decrease. So because of that, the Hong Kong government is actually investing in VCs and other types of investors to actually encourage them to invest in Hong Kong startups. So there's money being put into that as well. There's also, we had, Cyberport tell us about the supercomputing center. That's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a great resource, for companies in the AI side to have the technology infrastructure, but there's also funding associated with that as well that you can potentially apply for. And then if you're succeeded, the Cyberport will, give you a certain amount of funding and let you use the infrastructure. So I think, just to recap, there's a lot of things going on. And if you need to have some kind of steer as to what's feasible and what you can apply for, obviously, Invest Hong Kong really is here to try and help you and support you to land in a way that's easy and hopefully time consuming and save you some of the hassle involved in moving to a new location.
Well, there you go. I mean, there's a lot of information we squeeze it into the short segment. This is truly Hong Kong's phalanx and quickly squeezing it all out. And I want everyone, please give a round of applause to all our speakers today for helping us navigate the Hong Kong startup ecosystem. Thanks so much, Jayne, Henry, Derek, Mike, and Jimmy. Please be seated and enjoy the rest of the afternoon as well that we have ahead of us. This is why it's all about coming here, understanding the opportunity, knowing the harsh truth, and also definitely being aware of what is your ability, what's your skill set, what will make you stand out, because Hong Kong is basically going to take what you have and multiply by 1,000 if you know how to play the game. Now, next up, I would like to take this opportunity to engage with our finalists who have joined us today. So please join me, put your hands together as we get the stage ready to welcome our different finalists. Can I have my friend from Australia, Contractable, come join us over here on the stage? Everybody give them a round of applause. Come on, don't make it so silent. I want the energy. From Taiwan, Huawei Environmental Technology. From mainland China, Nanjing, Wanjing Electronic Technology. From Sweden, PlaySafe Ecosystem. From Singapore, School on Cloud. From Vietnam, Senkar Mobility Vietnam. From Australia, Yaka Labor. Yeah, that's right. Come on up here. Oh, I like the style already. And from Thailand, where's WAP? Now, what we're going to do is this time I'm going to be a bit more strict. Each of you will get 90 seconds on the clock to tell us a bit more about yourself, your company, the things you do. 90 seconds on that clock. The moment the time runs out, I will come and interrupt you or the mic will not work. So one or the other. I'm going to go straight up. First of all, from Contractable, the time is yours. Go for it. I'm watching the clock. Don't worry. Oh, they got you already. Don't worry. Let me give you, I have a spare mic in my pocket, ready to go. Try that. Steve, this works.
Thank you.
Yes, no? No, yes?
No, not yet. Here
Oh,
we go. Yeah,
there we go.
So yeah, okay. So I'm Dom Gadolari. I'm here with my brother Frank. We're co-founders together of a company called Contractable. We exist to solve the problem of lack of visibility and control on construction projects, whether it be for builders or any of the associated contractors and trades that would work on the built environment that surround us in Hong Kong and everywhere around the world. What we've worked to solve is something that's common across my brother's business and his experience. He built a piece of software in partnership with me and our other technical co-founder to solve the problem of lack of visibility of your budget and understanding what your numbers are. And this is something that I see time and time again, whether it be a customer that we might service in Ireland or Europe or locally in Australia, understanding what drives a successful project. And we've put together a platform that allows businesses to be more successful in their entrepreneurship and tackle bigger problems and bigger projects. So we're here to raise capital. We're here to license regionally, build and network through partnerships throughout Asia. And I'd like to thank Investment New South Wales for helping to bring us here, along with Mark Shower of the HKTDC. And yeah, come and see us over at Investment New South Wales stand. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you very much. Right on the clock. Okay, we're going to fly over to Taiwan. My friend from Highway Environmental Technology, the time is yours.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is V, the founder of HWET. We are committed to the harmonious development of humans and the environment. HWET was set up in 2020. We are a new startup which is specialized in nanocatalysts, energy saving and environmental protection equipment, and green buildings and hydrogen energy. Our main products are eco-serious nanocatalyst fuel saver, better serious gasoline and diesel additive, biomass and regenerated combustion excellent. Our future plans are a Thai branch will be set up in 2025. Apply to growth enterprise market in 2025. In 2026, we will build up a hydrogenation station and a demonstration site for hydrogen fuel cell 2 whiles, 3 whiles in Thailand. If you want to know more about HWET, please come to D42. Thank you very much.
Oh, wonderful. Perfect. Let's go over to our friends from mainland China, Nanjing Yuanjijing Electronic Technology. Take it away.
I'm Chris Jiang, the founder and the CEO of Nanjing Yuanjijing Technology. We operate a big data media-driven semiconductor supply chain platform. Yeah, we have over 400,000 followers in the entire semiconductor industry chain. We connect chip distribution, encompass chip design, manufacturing, and semiconductor investments. I have 20 years of experience in this industry. Our business model involves acquiring customers through multimedia outreach and converting them to transactions via our supply chain platform, and maintain a long-term commitment to building the platform. We actively participate in domestic chip manufacturing and industry chain expansion overseas, and deep integration in academia, industry, and research collaborations. We help to leverage the unique position of Hong Kong to better connect with the global industry and the technology, supporting the incubation and the development of more international projects. Thank you.
Wonderful. Definitely a key point you said well, Hong Kong's unique position to expand to the rest of the world. We're going to fly over to Sweden, actually. We have our friends from PlaySafe Ecosystem. Take it away.
Thank you very much. It's Joel here. I'm one of the co-founders of PlaySafe. We're based out of Sweden, but we have a global team. Obviously, a few people from Sweden, a bunch of engineers from Germany, and myself and my team from Canada. We're a Web3 company, and we have three pillars of our business. The first one being providing RWA, or real-world assets, to semiconductors usage. So there's going to be a chip shortage in the US. We have the CHIP Act, where if you are a semiconductor company producing chips, you will not be able to export to other jurisdictions. And the same kind of environment is happening in the EU. So right now, presently, there is only about 60 to 70% of utilization for companies that actually produce chips. So we're using an Airbnb model to help companies find close manufacturing centers nearby, and then we can help them harmonize supply shortages. The other business model that we have is we work with industrial IoT, so IIoT companies. Right now, if you're an IoT company, your main focus is just to produce some sort of sensor, and then that's when your business model ends. But the sensor that you produces data, which then can be resold. So we have an accretion revenue model where we encourage a flywheel effect between industrial IoT sensor manufacturers, the production of data, and then the monetization of data. And then our last piece of our business is we have an encryption protocol. It's a lightweight encryption protocol that helps for AI training data. Every company here uses AI, but there is only a few companies in the world that has patented technology to prove data provenance. And that's what we do. So as the data transfers from an IoT device to its next destination, that security channel, you're going to need that to be very strong and tamper-proof, because if you build a model and you can't trust the data, why would you use that model? And primarily, that's what we focus on.
Very important right over there. Good, wonderful. Let's move on to our friends in Singapore. That's right, good clap. I like that. I like the energy over there. There we go. Now we're going to go to Singapore from School on Cloud, please. Tell us a bit more.
Hi, everyone. So just want to see a raise of hands. How many of you here are parents? You have a kid or grandparents? Okay. So at birth, we look at our baby and we always think to ourselves, how beautiful and how special. Yet somewhere down the road, and the child enters formal schooling, we start to wonder, why can't you just be like that top kid in class? So is that kid not special anymore? So I'm Mint from School on Cloud, and we're on a mission to leave no child behind. In today's digital age, traditional one-size-fits-all education models no longer suffice. Every child is unique with their own pace and style of learning. Our patented methodology, powered by AI, AR, and VR, offers a revolutionary solution. By combining cutting-edge technology with deep psychological insights, we personalize the learning experience for every individual. We partner with schools, brands, and government agencies in 5 countries now, and deliver impactful learning experiences, whether it's crafting brand stories or stories that resonate with children and families, or transforming traditional classroom learning. We are dedicated to empowering learners and driving positive change. So since 2023, our solution has seen over 300,000 learners. We've come to Hong Kong and hope to make more friends who will join us on this mission to leave no child behind. Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you. It's definitely important. They are the next generation after all, right? Let's go over to Vietnam. We got Sencar Mobility Vietnam. Please, tell us a bit more.
Hi, everyone. It's honored to be. Hello?
There we go, yeah.
Yes. My name is Lam, and I was born in Vietnam. But I grew. Yeah, so I was born in Vietnam, but I grew up in Canada. So, when I was a kid, my family was five people on a motorbike. Still remember that. So I came back I was successfully, exit a company in Canada in 21. Came back to Vietnam, and I see the scenario is still the same. Like a lot of people on the bike. So that's why I came back with an idea to make everyone be able to drive a car. Just like housing in Hong Kong, like for young people, it's very hard for someone to own a house. It's very similar like that for a car in Vietnam. So we are making smart car. We IoT the car, and we don't want to do the first car sharing company in Vietnam. Also financing and rent-to-own business model for car as well. We are partnering with a startup EV maker in Vietnam as well to standardize all the car rental and financing. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
Wonderful. Definitely important. Change the way we travel, change the way our life as well. Now we're going to move on to Australia with Yaka Labor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ramiro. I'm the founder of Yaka. Yaka means hard work. And we build a platform to help laborers find jobs in construction. Our mission is to build the most efficient, reliable, and transparent platform where everyone can track their labors and make them accountable and avoid a lot of other problems that the construction industry has. At the moment, there is a massive shortage of laborers, and we are with the idea to where the companies that sign up can share their resources and get their project done. Here in Hong Kong, we are looking for partners to expand our business and go globally. Thank you.
Very important. Thank you very much. It's always good connecting the right people, the right job, and we're going to need that a lot more in Hong Kong as well. Now, moving on to our last group over here from Thailand, it's Where's WAP? Tell us a bit more.
Hi everyone, my name is Yami. I'm from Thailand. I'm from Waswap. We are creating a sustainable fashion community. We are youth fashion platform, which is very new in Thailand. And we are one of the leaders in Thailand. You know that like every minute that 190,000 clothes are producing. And we are trying to circulate these clothes into our platform. So we try to help the sellers and the buyer to make a safe transaction in our platform, because in Thailand right now, we just buy and sell in Facebook, in Instagram. It's not a safe place to do that. So we make this Swap as a safe community for that. And we came here to Hong Kong in order to have some friends, to get some funds and make a sustainable community together. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. This is always important. You will have fun here in Hong Kong. Now, we have a little quick few minutes to go. I'm going to ask the same question as I did for the winners as well. Could you tell us who is your idol and one sentence why they are your idol? We're going to start from that side. We're contractual from Australia. If you could tell us who is your idol, who do you admire, and what's the reason?
Look, I think I'll echo the sentiments of one of the fellas from the session before and say my mum. You got to love your mum, eh? Mum's number one. So that's about as simple as that.
Exactly. If it rhymes, it's correct. Mom, number one. There we go. Let's move on. Who's your idol?
Oh, my wife. No.
Good one, Tim.
That's
hey.
You say mom,
Not my wife,
I say
said
wife.
mom.
My wife is a super idol. Oh, thank you very much.
Wonderful. Very strategic answer right over there. What about yourself?
My idol is Chim. I think he is the best CEO and founder of a startup company. If you read his books, you can see everything you want to know, be a CEO.
Wonderful. A lot of stories to learn about. What about yourself, Joel?
It's easy. It's my mom. She had to put up with me as a child, so an angel in flesh.
Right over
Thank you.
there. You're like, I can't believe she did it, but she did. What about yourself? Who is your idol?
So everyone talked about moms, I'm gonna say my dad. Well, because I'm a person with learning needs, and my dad was the one who said, if everyone takes a year to do something, but you take 5 years, you still get there anyway. And he inspired me to build School of Concepts and School on Cloud, which is what I'm doing today to leave no child behind. Yeah.
There you go. Very important. You'll get there eventually. That is correct. What about yourself?
I'm a little bit greedy, so I don't just have only one idol. But recently, there's a gentleman, almost 80 years old, and he been criminal charged, assassination, and he keep fighting, never give up.
All right, there you go. Everyone's got their idols, right? What about yourself, Seth?
Just to say something different, I reckon our idols are our users, and we work for them every day.
Fair enough, fair enough. We'll take that. That's a good reason. Lastly, what's yours?
Okay, my idol is Elon Musk. Yeah, he's a little bit crazy. Actually, not a little bit, but I think it's wonderful that he can create anything that he wants, and I want to be like him. Yeah.
Fantastic. I guess, a lot of different idols. Apparently no husband has idols, but we'll take it. It's okay. It's okay. Good luck, husbands. You got to work harder. But anyway, hey, give a round of applause for our finalists over here. Thanks for sharing. Please, you can take it easy. Please be seated. Enjoy the rest of the evening that we have for you today. Thank you again for that inspiring sharing. Let us know a bit more about what you do, how you're enjoying it as well. And having said that, everyone, this comes to the end of the event. Now, on behalf of HKTDC, I would like to thank our global partners and supporting organizations for the great support and for making the Startup Express International a more exciting program, so as to facilitate the exchange between global and Hong Kong startups. However, remember, don't leave this whole venue just yet, because the HKTDC and Hang Seng Inno Club Awards presentation ceremony and networking reception is about to begin over at the lounge on that side of this space. So this is a fantastic opportunity to connect with like-minded entrepreneurs and enjoy some refreshments. Now, I want to see all of you at the lounge to join us for an inspiring evening. So feel free to mingle with everybody, talk to some guests, exchange some business cards, make a new friend, and I hope to see you next year, everyone. Start up, be great, be happy. Thank you. Have a good evening.